red lights just for looks. Yes, it's recording.
Oh my God!
She believes.
I'm sorry. Did you just trip over the light? Your favorite television show?
SpongeBob.
Your favorite fast food?
Sonic's.
Your favorite item at Sonic's?
The number one, add bacon. You want me to tell me a whole order? The number one, no onions, no tomatoes, add bacon with an ocean water and fries. Snickers Blast.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Wednesday, August 18th, 2021. I'm Tay, and today's top story heads to the Fine Arts Hallway as we found out more about this year's marching show. The fall means football and marching band. It takes a lot of work to put a marching show on the field. Mr. King gave us some insights into this year's show.
This year's fall show is called Spark of Invention. It starts with it goes through the creative process, starting with the beginning idea, going through all the successes and failures that are involved in the creative process, and ending with the final completion. Show should be completed the week of October 4th before we go to our state marching adjudication on October 9th. And then we'll add a few more details after that before our state championships 2 weeks later.
We have a new principal this year, Mr. Tunke. Last week we caught up with him to hear a little more about his story.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Horn Lake. Lived in DeSoto Village my whole life. Gatewood Circle. I actually got students here that live in the house that I grew up in. So, grew up in Horn Lake, attended Horn Lake my whole life. From kindergarten. No, they started kindergarten the first year. I moved to Horn Lake from Memphis. So, when I was 6 years old, went to kindergarten, grew up in Horn Lake my whole life, went to Horn Lake schools.
Tell us about your family.
I have a wife who is taller than me, so I'm a little embarrassed about that, but her name is Sarah also. She played college basketball at the college I was coaching baseball at the time, and we met. Got two girls, 7 and 5, Peyton and Finley, so that's it. Two brothers, they went to Horn Lake also. One's 11 months older than me, one's 2 years younger. The one that is 2 years younger is the one whose wife works here, Miss Tunge.
Tell us about your years in high school.
It was fun. High school was fun. I graduated from Horn Lake High School, obviously. Played baseball, had a lot of great teachers. it was just a fun time. Some of the teachers that are here now, had them in high school, so.
What jobs did you have in high school?
Too many. I had a bunch of different jobs. Couldn't really find out what I was good at. Worked with my dad growing up my whole life. He was a welder, owned his own welding business. Paid me $10 a day. When I would complain about it, he would say, "When did you get a raise?" Then I worked at a restaurant, serving and different things, and then a lamp factory. I was too clumsy for that, broke a bunch of lamps, so they kept having to move me around to different jobs. So I had a lot of jobs in high school. Really, any job I had was just to keep from working with my dad, because the other bosses were way better.
What's the funniest thing that happened to you in high school?
There was a bunch of funny things, probably, but the most embarrassing thing that would happen is my mom worked in the cafeteria here in the high school for 13 years. So the whole time I was in high school, my mom was in the cafeteria, so it was easily accessible for teachers to walk down and complain about how I was in class. Miss Patberg was one of the main ones that just retired last year. Miss Patberg would go down and she would say, "I'm going to talk to your mom." Really, she just wanted to get sweet tea and rolls, I think. But she would go down and tell on me all the time. And so I stayed grounded like my whole senior year. Thank you, Miss Patberg.
Tell us about your college experience.
My college experience was very spread out. I started in 98, 99, ended up graduating in 2005. So I took like the 7-8 year plan. I quit a little bit at work, and then I became a teacher assistant at Horn Lake Middle School in 2002, and that really pushed me to go back and finish my last couple of years of college. So finished up, got my teaching degree and coaching degree, stayed around at that school, coached baseball for a couple of years, and then came to Horn Lake and started coaching baseball and teaching science when I got out.
How did you choose the college you attended?
So I was a Tennessee fan my whole life. And always wanted to go to Tennessee, but also played baseball. I was a left-handed pitcher, and when it came time to choose a college, I could either go to Tennessee, where I always wanted to go, or I could go somewhere where I was good enough to play baseball at. I only had one school that offered me a scholarship to play baseball, and that was Williams Baptist College in Arkansas, so it was an easy decision. I could either play baseball or go to Tennessee and be a student, so I decided to go and play baseball, and it worked out good for me.
How did you choose your future profession? Did you always plan on being a teacher?
Somewhat. I always wanted to coach college baseball. That was kind of my goal, so started out doing that as while I was finishing my degree, and then I stayed around full time and got paid to do it, like $15,000 a year, so it wasn't much. And so I was going to stay there. The guy was retiring, and I was just going to take over as the head coach there. Moved back to this area so my wife could get into dental hygiene school in Memphis, and started coaching baseball here at Horn Lake after a couple of years. When she finished hygiene school, ended up getting into being an assistant principal here, and that's kind of when my career changed and gave up the dream of coaching college baseball. I loved being in administration and just helping students and being an assistant principal at Horn Lake High School. So from then I became a principal and went to a couple different places, and now I'm back home.
What's something outside of school that you're passionate about?
Unfortunately, I'm a big Tennessee fan, so I love Tennessee. They're not real good right now. Also do a lot of fishing and hunting, sports. Coach my 2 little girls in softball. We are the Glitter Hitters, which is a cool name. But so we shoot glitter and stuff after they win or lose. They don't know if they win or lose at that age. But so coaching little sports, being around sports, going to college football games, different things like that.
Tell us something you've always dreamed about doing, something on your bucket list.
Not skydiving or anything like that. I'm kind of scared of heights a little bit. Probably I would love to meet Peyton Manning someday. So obviously big Tennessee fan. Peyton Manning was my idol growing up. Named my daughter Peyton Olivia after Peyton Manning and his mother Olivia. So anyway, I'd love to meet him someday.
What's something you love about this school?
I love Horn Lake. I love the community. Obviously, it's home. It's the community I grew up in. It's the community I'm passionate about. I love the students. They're so appreciative of everything. They grew up a lot like I did, and had to work hard for things and didn't have things given to them. So I like their work ethic. I like that they appreciate when we do things for them, and that it's just a good community. It's tight-knit, and people, I feel like, are hardworking and appreciative, and it's just, that's why I love our students, and they're honest. They're fine with giving me feedback and all those things, and just down to earth and relatable.
Tomorrow night, the volleyball team takes the court here at Horn Lake. Come out to support.
Seniors, I'm here with Allison, This is Allison. Allison, tell them your name.
Allison.
And we are here talking about two things. Number one is this ridiculous senior jersey. Now, this one says 17. Allison, what will y'all say?
22.
22. It'll say 22 here on the front. It'll say seniors on the front. And then on the back, it will say 22. And in her case, it will say...
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Or I guess whatever nickname you put on there. Or just Allison, which would be nice since that's, you know, the name your mommy gave you. But anyway, the GOAT is what's going to be on the back of your... Did you order one of these? Are you ordering one of these? The football jersey.
No. I have a baseball jersey, and it says the GOAT.
Okay. Well, now for seniors who want a football jersey, they are now on sale. They are $45. And the last day, the absolute final last day to order one is August the 27th at lunchtime, noon, sharp. So if you come up here at 12:01 with your money, what are they going to say, Allison?
They're going to give you your jersey.
No, they're going to say you were too late. They were going to say you were a minute too late to order. So August 27th by noon, that is 12 noon, lunch, if you want your own senior jersey. Again, 22, for those of y'all wondering, that's the year you graduate. 2022, so it's going to say 22 on the front. It's going to say 22 on the back. It's going to say the GOAT, or whatever your nickname is, or whatever your real name is. And then it'll say seniors on the front. Hey, we also have something coming up on Thursday that is quite important. And by the way, today is Wednesday, so Thursday is tomorrow. And that very important announcement is what, Allison?
We're having basketball tryouts.
Girls basketball and boys, or just girls what?
Just girls.
Girls basketball tryouts are tomorrow. What time tomorrow, Allison?
Right after school.
Right after school. Are they supposed to have already had a physical?
Yes.
Yes. What do they need to bring? Some basketball shoes? What?
Basketball shoes, and shorts, and a water bottle.
Basketball shoes, shorts, a shirt, and a water bottle. So you're going to want to be here right after school in the gymnasium. You're going to want to make sure that you have that physical, because if you don't have the physical, that's a no-no. And you're going to want to make sure, who is the coach if they were wanting to ask any details about tomorrow's tryouts?
You can talk to Coach Party or Coach Creedog.
Do you know where their rooms are? Because I do not.
No.
Okay. Ask somebody for directions if you need to find Coach Party or Coach
Creedog.
Coach
Creedog.
Coach
Thompson.
It's now time for today's announcement. Pay attention, we're moving fast. Teachers, if you need to place an announcement on EVTV, be sure to fill out an announcement form in the front office and place it in the EVTV box. Students, please remember that your laptop fee is due. It is $25 for the whole year. It can be paid in the cafeteria at lunch or in the morning on your way to class. If you drive to school, don't forget to purchase a parking pass in the front office. The cost is $5. They will tow your car if you do not have the parking pass. Don't miss any episodes of EVTV. You can find today's episode as well as other content on our YouTube channel. Be sure to go to our website, hornlakehigh.com, and subscribe by clicking the subscribe icon on the front page. That's it for today's episode here at Horn Lake. We are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for our lunch menus and athletic schedule. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
You got that look in your eyes. You'll wanna see